Hi everyone and welcome to Nina Sofra. What I will show you today is a classic Italian dessert called cannoli, originally coming from the island of Sicily. Cannoli is an Italian pastry in the form of hard shells filled with sweetened ricotta cheese and often containing nuts, citron, chocolate bits or even dipped in chocolate. Actually, if your imagination is working, you can top anything on it, and no matter what topping you pick, they are a major treat. So the ingredients for the shells are 250 grams of all-purpose flour, 50 grams of sugar, 1/4 teaspoon of salt, half teaspoon of cinnamon, 45 grams of butter, 1 egg, 1 tablespoon of vinegar, 1 tablespoon of cold water, and you will need later 1 egg white for gluing the edges of the shells. The most important part of this cannoli recipe is draining your ricotta cheese. If you don't like ricotta, use mascarpone, also it will work fine. The cheese must drain at least 12 hours, preferably overnight. If you use it as it is, your cannoli cream filling will be wet and grainy and make your shells soggy. Just place the cheese in a fine mesh strainer and cover it with a piece of fine cotton cloth, and even you can squeeze a little like I did. You'll be surprised to see how much liquid comes out. Okay, so we will start by putting the flour in a circle, cutting butter in small pieces and place it all over the flour, adding sugar, cinnamon, egg, water and vinegar, and start mixing it into a nice and firm dough. The dough is finished. It should actually look like this. And now take a piece of plastic wrap, wrap the dough and put it in the fridge for 2 to 3 hours to rest. The dough has rested, so now you need to roll it into a nice thin sheet to be able to cut small circles, which we will later wrap on the cannoli molds. So as you can see, I cut already one circle. I used cookie cutter with diameter of 7 cm, but I want it to be a little bigger. So I roll it a little bit more to be even more thin. The thickness should be around 2 mm. And then take the cannoli mold, place the circle around it and seal it with a little egg white. I'm using a little brush to apply the egg whites on the edges. And then gently tap with your finger to seal it well. Now put the shell in the hot oil. The temperature should be around 180 degrees and fry them for about 30 seconds to 1 minute. Keep turning it from time to time and you'll see when it starts being golden brown, it's ready. Get it out and place it on a paper towel to soak the excess oil. I will repeat once again the whole procedure of making the shells and then frying it. Fry them always in deep oil and don't put many pieces. I usually fry 1 or 2 at a time. Some people like the cannoli to be quite big, so they make much bigger shells, but I prefer them to be smaller, just for 2 to 3 bite size. And about the molds, I bought the cannoli mold in a specialized store with cooking products, but you can also order it online. And this is how the shells are supposed to look like. Now is the time to prepare the cheese filling. Take the ricotta cheese from the cotton cloth. You can see how it's well drained, and mix the powdered sugar inside as well as the vanilla extract. You can use the fork or use the kitchen mixer if it will be easier for you to mix it. So what you will need for the sweet cheese filling is 500 grams of ricotta or mascarpone cheese, 50 grams of powdered sugar or to taste, 2 teaspoons of vanilla extract, 50 grams of chocolate chips, chocolate bits or grated chocolate, and for decoration you can use coarsely chopped pistachios, roasted chopped nuts by your choice, or chocolate chips or grated chocolate. I mixed already the chocolate bits in the cheese mixture, as I could not find chocolate chips at the store, but you can also use the coarsely chopped chocolate. So now I will take the piping bag, fill it with cheese and cut the top of the bag because I will use it for filling the shells. I will take one shell now and start filling it from one side and from the other side, and take care not to overfill it. So what is now left to do is just to dip the endings of the cannoli, dip them in the toppings that you like. I prepared pistachios, I prepared the roasted hazelnuts, and I have the chocolate bits. Use your imagination, and that's it. I hope you liked today's recipe for cannoli, and don't forget to like and subscribe and wait for my next video recipe. Sofra ħanejja, bon appetit!